be wrapping up our workshop today by sharing our aha moments from the day today, as well as answering your questions to our Hmong sisters here in California as well. And so I hope that you will be joining us for that. So sisters, we are standing around here in the room today in circles. And, you know, in honor of the workshop, which is really about pivot circles and helping how creating authentic relationship really can help us pivot towards our greatness, whatever our dreams and aspirations are. I want you to look around the room and realize that, you know, this is just here today in this space, right? We have an opportunity with technology and social media today to go so much further. And so that's really why, for me, like, Hmong Take on the World is really about bridging those gaps around the world as best that we can in collaboration with Hmong women today. And so what I would love to do is have you just introduce yourself, what you're comfortable sharing, and then share with us your aha moment. So Trish, why don't you go ahead and start us off? Are you guys good to go? All right, so go ahead and zoom in on Trish. Introduce myself? Yes. Can you see Trish?
Good.
Okay.
My name is Trish Yang, and I'm just really big in health and fitness and just taking care of yourself. And my big aha moment today was actually during our workshop with my dream. I have a few dreams that comes to me all the time, but today when Elizabeth asked me to draw my dream, it was actually family oriented. And I've never thought of myself as, I guess, family oriented in a way that, you know, have kids and just living with your husband and a house in the mountains. I never thought of that. Sorry, it's getting emotional. But I never thought of that until Elizabeth asked me to draw my dream, and that was the first thing that came to my mind. And I just felt like maybe that is my real dream, and it's not traveling the world, or it's not, you know, being this big, famous person. It's just living comfortably with your family. And yeah, that was a aha moment for me.
Oh, beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that. And then
Fresno, California. Event, friends of Elizabeth's mom, and I know Elizabeth for a long time, since she was little, and so I figured that, okay, it's a good opportunity to come and see her, also to see what's going on here. So, so that's great. And the other thing is that our workshop for idea in commons, and you call what the and more connection here, maybe someone to travel to 50 states with, right?
Yeah.
So it was a really good opportunity, and it was, yeah, thank you, Elizabeth. I wish you the best. I wish that everything will go well for you. Yeah. All right.
Hi everyone, my name is Eliza Ya. I'm kind of new to the group. This is actually my first introduction to the Hmong Woman group, and I'm really happy to be able to join you all today and hopefully work with some of you on some of my things that need to improve or I need help on. So, thank you.
Hi guys, I'm Jen Vu on Facebook, and we're wrapping up, and today has been more than I expected, and I'm just so happy that I came this morning and to connect with everyone, and also to meet Elizabeth, Annie, and Chua. And so my big aha moment today was when we were talking about the dreams and everything, and Elizabeth said something that really hit me hard in my heart and my head, that you have to be honest, clear and clear with your dreams, with yourself, and with others. So that way, not only you can hear it and see it, but others can too. So I hope everyone does that with your dream. And yeah, so Thank you.
Hi, my name is Paul. I'm so happy to be here today with Hmong women today, along with Elizabeth. My aha moment for this workshop was that, we really need to be connected and network with each other so that way we can really strengthen our dream and our visions. Thank you.
So, hello, my name is Shakira, and I came here because I learned about it from my mom, and I was just curious about how it would go, and it was much more than what I expected. I thought it was just gonna be, one of those little gather-ups where they don't really do anything, but it was, it was much more than
I love your honesty.
Yeah, it was much more than what I expected. Like, it got me thinking about what I want and everything, and seeing how I think I'm the youngest here, it was very exciting. And my aha moment today was probably when we started, all the energy built up in the room, and we talked to each other like we were comfortable with each other. And yeah.
Hi, my name is Chuvu, and I've been coming to the workshops. I am very thankful for the workshop that you did give today, Elizabeth. And the biggest aha moment to me, I believe, was I believed that I was giving so much to the family. And then after looking at our pie charts, there was a realization that, you know what, I thought I was being held back in my career, but I think I've given so much to build myself in my career that I need to find time and go back pivot towards my family and me time. So, thank you.
Hi, my name is Pam. I'm really grateful to be here. I'm really excited to meet wonderful, wonderful, amazing women. My aha moment was realizing that I can't do it alone, and that is so important that I connect with others and to have truly a tribe of women who are interested in what I'm interested in, who can also help me learn and grow. And so that was really a true aha moment for me. Thank you.
Do you just go? Okay. Hi, my name is Zena. I am a college student right now. My biggest aha moment was how much we have in common as a woman and as mothers and as family members, and how much we can learn from one another.
Hi everyone, I'm Chua and I'm the co-founder of Hmong Women Today. Just want to say I'm so grateful for Elizabeth to put on this workshop and to show us so many sides of us that we never really thought of before. Because when she started the workshop, I put down all of the things that I am, all the things that I am currently working on, and towards the end of it, it's like, oh, these are not all the things I wanted to do at all, moving forward in the next 5-10 years from now. So, and like what Pamela said, some of the things that we want to work towards, we can't do it alone, and creating these connections and having these opportunities to not just look out into the world, but also look internally into who we are, who we want to be, who we aspire to be, who inspires us, and this has been a really rewarding event, and I'm so appreciative of you for doing this.
Hi, my name is Nia. I am one of the ambassadors here in Fresno for Hmong Women Today. I'm really appreciative for this goal-setting workshop because it helped me to realize that everything that I thought I was is not really what I really am. And I also realized that I am nowhere near getting started towards my goals in life. So I'm hoping that now I will actually get started.
Hi, my name is Michelle Chang. Today was a really nice day to meet Elizabeth and everybody else that's been here or hasn't been here before. What I realized today is that despite our age difference or career difference, we are also similar in the same way, coming from some kind of background that draws us together. So once we started to talking, doing the workshop, it's like as if I know these people forever, and that was so amazing. So I can't wait to meet everybody else throughout the world, maybe learning other languages that you don't know of. And thank you so much.
Hi everyone, I'm Tana Her and Regional Director for Hmong Women Today Fresno. And today I had so much fun just learning about myself and other people. My aha moment and what was pivotal for me is that there's like somebody out there that has a skill that you don't have. But if you don't find them, you gotta find a way to learn it. So you're either gonna end up paying lots of money, going to school, or whatever. But you know what I see around this circle and what I saw on that board is that we have so many people that can match up and help each other. And you know, like I have Kasha on there because she's all into technology, right? So when we first started all this, and she was like, well, do you guys have this? Do you know how to do that? I'm like, I don't know how to do any of that. But so you know, it just goes to show that the workshop really did open up my eyes. And a lot of times I mentor other people, but now I'm gonna really seek mentors to mentor me in the things that I need to, you know, gain strength in. So awesome, very awesome. Thank you.
Just tell me when to go. Okay, hi, I'm Padal. So I kind of missed out on the workshop, but what I took away from this event was how to network, and that's something that I'm still new to. And I think it was really important what Liz said about building authentic relationships so that you can call on those people to help you if you ever do need help from them.
Hi, Nijong, everyone. My name is Angela Her, and my biggest takeaway is when Elizabeth had us did the pie, and I get to see what I prioritized, what I didn't, and I'm kind of like Trish, like my pie, like I have so much in one, and I'm not focused on myself, and so moving forward, like I need to focus more on us, like as a mom, as a sister, we have so much. So thank you for helping me see the pie.
Yes, I'm glad to finally meet you in person. All right. Well, I want to just thank you for such an amazing day. And as I shared with many of you guys, you know, people say, is that it? Is Hmong Women Take on the World? And, you know, just about a global sisterhood network? Like, what are you guys going to be doing? There's like no programs. What's your, you know, return on investment? Like, what workshops and blah, 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 right? And I said, you don't get it. The power of a global sisterhood network is the connections that we can make, you know? And so this was my gift to you as I have been on the quest to believe that we are enough. Because once we accept that we are, with every single dent and grit and strength that we have, we can then move forward. We don't have to keep looking back and saying, why am I not enough? Why don't I have this? Why is that sister doing better than me, right? Because once you can say that you accept the fact that I am enough, right? Maybe right now in my life, I just don't have time because my children are still little, right? Be okay with that. Acknowledge that. Be authentic and real. That will pass. Your kids will grow. Tana's kids want to hang out with only their friends now, right? And that's when maybe you can move forward. But start with that. Start with that baseline of we are enough. Believe that you are, because then you can move forward. But if you keep figuring out, like, why am I not good enough? Why is that sister better than me? Why don't I have this? You cannot move forward with building that dream. And the second thing is that global sisterhood network, as we've talked about today, is that there are sisters that know their strengths, that there are sisters that have the strength that you don't have. By connecting with them, you can accelerate the way that you learn, the way that you can move towards getting that greatness and dream of yours, right? So thank you so much for being with us today. And thank you for Hmong Women Today with Annie and Chua and Tanaher for hosting as well. And so let's like have some fun now and wrap up with some Q&A questions from our global sisters and brothers who have questions. I think the easiest way is probably for you guys just to kind of scoot and sit here, and if that would work with you guys. And I do have questions for you guys ready to go, so let's kind of figure out how to do that. So as we're getting situated, are you guys good with that? Okay, so I got a sister here. All right. I hope you guys can hear okay. Do we need more chairs? All right. Oh, yes. Okay. Are you guys okay with standing? Those that, I think Lillian's grabbing more chairs. Okay. I'm going to ask you guys to talk kind of loud because I don't know if this mic's going to be able to pick this up. Okay. True Yang asks, what are challenges you face when approaching women who are closed-minded to Hmong women empowerment? What are the challenges you face when approaching Hmong communities about Hmong women empowerment as a whole here in Fresno? Because you know Fresno has such a large Hmong community population. Who wants to take that? Tana, don't be quiet now, girl.
I was hoping somebody else would say something, but I'm a strong believer in women empowerment, and people who give you the challenge of, you know, it's probably some crazy club and they're trying to do something. A lot of times they don't understand or they don't know what it truly is about. So like if you can just like empower someone by spending a few minutes with them, that is empowerment. And like to me, creating the space to do that allows women to come and connect. Yes, maybe we have events all year. They might come here once or twice. But once they've made a connection, that connection stays. Yeah, that is what's so powerful about it is they haven't experienced it, or they haven't noticed that experience once they've had it. But you know, the thing about women empowerment is it changes you and it changes other people. And you know, the only thing that's keeping a person from being positive about it is because they're skeptical and they have some kind of, you know, preconceived notion that there's concoctions of this or that, you know, happening, and we're trying to be a movement. And so again, it just comes back to people are not understanding what woman empowerment is.
Does anyone else want to answer that question?
Can I add on to that?
Yes, Sandy.
So I've heard of Hmong Women Today in 2016, and I just recently moved here late 2016, and I've always wondered, before I got into being an ambassador, I've always wondered, what do they do? And I would see their events, but I'm like, oh, I don't know, it might be boring or whatever. But until I truly got to start engaging in their Facebook group and really start to know Annie and Chua and Tana, something light inside of me is saying, that's what I want to do. I want to be a part of this group. And you know, all you really have to do is just look into it and experience it. And then you will know like the power of being surrounded by women who empower each other. So that's really what I have to say, just from my experience.
Anyone else?
I want to add something to that too. I think a lot of time why women don't seek out to be a part of a group or any group is because there's a lot of fear in it. It's not fear of the group, but fear within themselves. And that's not a bad thing. So oftentimes we want to watch something first to see where it's going, what its purpose is before we step in, not realizing that I want to choose to be a part of that and to go ahead and step in and just learn, and or just to have an open mind and to be a person that learns, takes an opportunity to learn in life. So I just really feel that, you know, if you're out there and you feel like I want to be a part of something, I'm not sure, I feel alone, I feel like I'm the only one going through this, I can guarantee you that you're not alone, and that you're not the only person feeling like that. Your situation is never unique because there are people out there who can relate to you on any level, on all levels.
All right. My mom from Australia asks, what challenges do you think our Hmong sisters still face today when working in a profession and perhaps dealing with Hmong husband or men?
I would say one of the challenges, depending on what your career is traveling. as a Hmong sister, they still believe there's a lot of the old mind of if you're a Hmong wife, a Hmong daughter, you should be traveling because things can happen. So I think that is one of our biggest challenges. And I am a person who, if you're going to give me a challenge, I'm going to take it on. So that is one of my goals as well, is to become a liaison where I can travel in business.
Anybody else want to add to that?
And I think another thing, it just comes back to our tradition, our culture, is that we're daughters, we're women. Once we get married, we should be at home, take care of the kids, take care of your in-laws. But, you know, we're in the 21st century. And it's changed to where a lot of women have really good careers and, you know, they don't stay at home with the kids no more. Maybe it might be the dad. So that transition to 21st century, it's become different, but sometimes with our older parents, they still have that traditional mindset where you still have the traditional family, you know, and they still see that you shouldn't do so much, you know, you should still be at home with the kids and cook and clean and the normal. So I think that's one of the reasons why it's hard for Hmong women to move forward and to, you know, be open to other women, because we were never, you know, brought up in that kind of environment where we could be really close to somebody and share feelings and talk about it and say, hey, we're all going through the same thing, you know. In the 21st century, it's so traditional. So I think it's just breaking out of that tradition, keeping our culture, but breaking out the tradition.
Great, thank you, Michelle. Are the Hmong communities in California supportive of Hmong-owned businesses? Do you feel like they are? How many of you believe say yes? Raise your hand.
I say yes because I do.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So you say yes. Is there anything else you want to add to that? No. Okay. Do Hmong children in California speak Hmong? Are there schools that teach Hmong as a language, like in charter school, universities, any of the grade schools here in Fresno, California?
Fresno Unified, which is where we are right now.
Yeah.
Big Paw Elementary School is starting in August, where we're doing dual immersion for Hmong. So it's going to be K6, which is very exciting. And then from 7 to 12, there's already like Hmong heritage classes and writing classes. And Fresno State have the Hmong minor, which Padal's doing. So, I mean, I'm going into education, so I'm very passionate about bringing Hmong language and writing into the classroom. So yes, they're starting in Fresno with one school that's starting to do immersion this fall.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So another thing about learning to speak and read and write Hmong is pretty much promoted through all our local community nonprofits. So Stone Soup, they have a summer program that teaches Hmong culture, heritage, and, you know, they have opportunity to learn a language and even read and write. And even here at Hmong Culture New Year's Celebration, we have classes to speak and learn how to read English, Lao, and Hmong as well. So we're seeing, you know, everybody just realizing that how important our language is. It completes us, and it's popping everywhere. So in California, it's you know, no different from where anywhere else is.
That's great. Sue asked jokingly, which Hmong Pinkel lives near San Francisco that will let me and my family stay with them during vacation? And then she says, on a serious note, is finding excellent career opportunities or advancement extremely challenging in California because of the high cost of living? Are there opportunities, growth opportunities? What are your thoughts here in California about that?
I don't know about that. I think it just depends on what your career path is. And so there may be challenges in one career path, whereas another one there may not be. So
okay, it just depends. Is there like certain sectors here, like in California or Fresno, that you guys feel are like where the biggest opportunities are?
The Bay Area, biggest like LA to San Diego, but then the cost of living again, it is really high.
Okay. Certain industries?
I would say technology-wise.
Okay.
If you're looking at San Jose's, the Bay Area, that's really the tech area. So yeah, technology-wise, in my opinion.
Okay.
And as far as marketing too, it kind of hits, number one areas are also those metropolitan areas as well. But, now with technology and people being able to work mobily from home and satellite locations, we have been seeing a lot of technology growth here in Fresno with job opportunities and, just many things coming. And, I really think as far as opportunity in your profession, you just have to know what you want, and, a big part is where you want to live, and then build yourself up for that.
Great. And Sue also asked, what is the mentality of your sisters in California? Are they more entrepreneur-like? Like, what would you sort of describe California sisters' mentality? Or maybe your own mentality, if you don't want to generalize, that's okay too.
I think within our community itself, we do have a lot of entrepreneurs. We do have a lot of great women who do great in their field of either expertise or in their hobby. So we have a lot of great entrepreneurs, but then we also have a lot of great women who are accelerated in just their field of career, whether you're a nurse, you're a doctor, or just whatever it is. So I think we're growing, and we're growing in all sorts of directions. So it's not just, you can't just put a dot on it.
Oh, that's fascinating. Anybody else want to add to that? Okay. Being here in Fresno, what do you want other people to know about Nijibing Gallia here in Fresno?
There's a lot of things here in Fresno. People think that we're in the valley. It's so hot. We get to 110 in the summer and super cold in the winter, but we don't get snow, but we are 2 hours from the bay, an hour or two from the mountains. And if you love hiking, swimming, you have all that within distance. So if you have a group of friends, and now that I have a lot of sisters that would like to travel, you could start traveling within California, and we're very close to everything here. So
that's great.
And I would like to add that, I agree with Angela, but I would like to add that from all the people, from all the Hmong sisters and all the Hmong women and mothers here, I feel like we're very loving and nurturing, and that's from like Angela was saying, that we're nurturing, I think we're growing as, we empower ourselves and everything, but we're very together too as well. I'm very supportive and positive, and I think that's something that I've seen, and I feel like it's going to even grow bigger, so.
And the last question, what do you wish you could see more of here in the Fresno Hmong community?
Well, I'd like to see more teenagers or my age collaborating together. I feel like we're all kind of, we do get along and stuff like that. It's just, I want to see more programs where they support us and try to, tell us to come together and start learning our language more. Because I am forgetting my language. I'm speaking more English than I'm speaking Hmong. And I realized that I need to start, getting back into Hmong. Because I just don't want to face problems with speaking Hmong towards other people and not being able to speak Hmong to others.
Anybody else? All right, so I was just kidding. There's one more question. I think it's a good one. What lessons do you want to give your future self? What lessons do you want to give your future self?
I would tell myself that allow time. Time takes you through the process.
Okay.
But you gotta stay on track.
All right. Is there anything else that you want to say to our global sisters? All right. If not, we can do a big zoom out, and then everyone just wave hi, bye. Oh, me? Okay. Says the IT person. The tech
Join us.
Yes, come.
There's empty chairs, which is not good.
So as we begin to wrap up our Facebook Q&A session for the Quest to Believe that we are enough with Hmong Women today, we are going to just do a shout out to say goodbye until we meet again virtually online on social media. So. Bye!
Come visit us. Yes, come visit us.